All right. So, when you are trying something new or you have an idea and you're not sure where to start, or you have an idea and you're making some progress to it, but a bunch of things pop up, I want to tell you that's normal. I want to break it down for you, give you a little process, and you're going to end up with 5 tips to fulfilling your vision as an adaptive business leader. So let's get into it. Welcome back. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. And this starts out, I was on the beach yesterday. I was a little thirsty. I wanted some bubble water. Reached into my cooler, or first I thought about it. I thought about how refreshing it would be with the orange flavorings, nice and chilled. It was hot outside. Got the sweat drip, the sand everywhere. You know how the beach trips go. And I was thinking, man, I could really go for some refreshment right now. So I had that vision for a crisp, refreshing, bubbly drink. And in order to do that, I had to do a series of steps that I wasn't expecting. I wasn't even accounted for. First step, I had to sit up. Then I had to turn around towards my cooler. I had to locate my cooler. It wasn't where I thought I had put it. The zipper was all the way in the back. And when I reached in there, my bottle was at the bottom of it, right? There's lots of things that go into just getting that drink. And that, including like the little basic things like taking the lid off, etc. And I want you to think about this and how it applies to other things that you do. Maybe planning a trip. If you're going on vacation, you have some destination that you're imagining. You have to look at flights. You have to book a hotel. You have to find your wallet and credit card. You want to make an itinerary or some kind of agenda, all that stuff. Going to a grocery store with kids, you always got to make sure you know where their shoes are. Passing a class, starting a new business, anything like that. There are going to be things that pop up on the way to the big vision, including starting new health habits. This is huge. So it's the same process of things that you might not think about. And as you kind of pick a vision or a focus or illuminate a target, what will happen is you'll be able to identify all kinds of things that will pop up that need to get done doing that. So that is probably the most important thing I'm trying to get to here is that without that vision for what you're doing, it's hard to identify the things that are in the way and what steps you're going to need to take. So you want to make sure that you have that. And also those things that pop up on your way to the vision are indicators that you are on your way to doing something big. All right. So there's your lesson. It's very easy to get stuck when you are in this process or starting something. There's 3 key ways that entrepreneurs or someone who's starting a new business or starting new health habits can get stuck. The first way is waiting for perfect timing. A lot of times you think like, oh, the mood's not right. The sun's not lined up the right way. I have a bunch of things going on. If you're waiting for perfect timing, you're going to get stuck with a lot of these plans. Waiting for everyone to agree with you. If you need a consistent consensus or some kind of support, then that's going to be a challenge for you popping up. And then waiting to develop your skills. A lot of times people will get stuck before they even start by saying like, I'm not good enough. I don't have the skill set for this. I haven't studied anything like that. And that can get you stopped, keep you from even starting on something that you might find important. One thing that I always want my people to remember, my adaptive business leaders, the key question, if I have it available, what does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? That's a big part of the vision for Fit for Freelance, is every entrepreneur knows that. So you have to know that for yourself. What does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dream look like? Leave a comment below. And I want to get you a little bit closer to that. So I want to give you 5 steps of fulfilling your vision as an adaptive business leader starting today. First step would be visualize your dream. And this is the most important thing. So as I pointed out, if you don't have a vision, it's going to be hard for you to know what steps are on the path to fulfilling that, right? If I didn't want that refreshing drink, then I would have no reason to sit up at all or go into my cooler or dig around in there if I didn't know what I wanted to do with that. So having a clear visualization of your dream is often the first step to shining a light on the obstacles or the journey, the path you have to take, the stepping stones, any of these metaphors to get there. 2, take the first step. So it's easy to get stuck, hesitating, waiting for people to agree with you, waiting for perfect timing. waiting to develop your skills. I have to read more. I'm not ready. I need to hire somebody. I need like this to happen. Everything has to line up. No, just take the first step, because often what will happen is you can't plan your whole journey from the beginning, right? You have to be on the way. And that becomes really apparent. Like I would have not known where that water bottle was if I hadn't taken that first step to sit up to get it. Okay. Next, embrace the tests. And these tests are, a lot of times people will look at these tests as a failure or a challenge or a reason not to do something, like a barrier. These are more like the next step in what you want to accomplish. And you will be tested almost as soon as you set the vision and take that first step. You'll immediately recognize like, oh, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And knowing that as a small business owner, that first step, it's a good idea. I'm going to try it out. And then you realize there's a lot of more things that need to happen behind that, right? Same with starting new health habits. When you think, oh yeah, I'm going to lose 5 pounds, and you do a couple things, you realize like, okay, I had to fit in my gym time. I had to fit in some new workout clothes. I have to get a plan. I have to do all this stuff. And those are the tests that'll get you on your path, that let you know that you are doing something that is a challenge, that a lot of other people won't necessarily take those barriers. And even you, if you aren't like paying attention, if you aren't mindful of this process, you might get stuck with the barrier thinking that it's a sign that you should not be pursuing that. So definitely want to embrace the test there. Leave a comment if that makes sense, or give me a thumbs up. Adapt. This is a big thing. This is a core value of Fit for Freelance, where you want to adapt to the test and not just give in. You don't want to fold like immediately. If something comes up challenging, you want to stay adaptive. We build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. And once you understand the process of making these adjustments and adapting, then you have more resilience and confidence to maneuver through towards whatever vision that you have set for yourself in your health or business. And then the fifth step I have here for you is go one step at a time. A lot of times people will try to plan out the whole thing, come up with a whole diagram for everything that's happening on the way. And like that cooler example, you're not going to see all the steps that you have to take until you're on the way. Same if you're planning a trip, you're going to the grocery store, you have that itinerary set and you're going there. You can't really anticipate traffic or pedestrians or something popping up in your way, or a little detour. Maybe someone calls you for a quick rendezvous to hang out real quick. So just taking that first step, the next step, and making that your best step. That is the fifth tip here. Go one step at a time and be able to adapt, right? The thing is, the place where people get stuck is making progress without a vision is really difficult. And you see this a lot with people starting new health habits. They just have an idea, but they don't have the clear enough vision. And so when these obstacles pop up, it's hard to make a positive change in your life if you don't have a clear vision. That's something I definitely emphasize in the first couple of weeks of the guilt-free game plan, is getting you to think about what you want, what the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams looks like, and you can steer your intermediate choices towards that. And I do that with a guilt-free framework where we build confidence, realistic focus, and accountability for you to reach your health and business goals. I talk about that a lot in my videos, so subscribe to my channel, take a look around, and visit my website. And I also have a Facebook group called Scale Smashers. The link is in the description, where we're building that confidence, realistic focus, and accountability for people, entrepreneurs like yourself, to make positive changes in their life, reach their health goals or business goals, whatever goals they want. And we're collaborating. So you have all that in a very straightforward, guilt-free way. And that's the key. We don't want to feel bad for things that we're like restricting or doing these all or nothing diets. Forget all that. We're doing things that are adaptive and sustainable, that fit into our lifestyle. So that is today's episode. If you set the vision, you will see what needs to be done to get there, and you will be tested on your way to get there. There will be some steps in the process, some intermediate obstacles that pop up. I want you to be aware of that and be ready to overcome and adapt. If you like this, give it a like and leave a comment, share, subscribe. Appreciate it. Follow me on social media. I just updated that down below. Pretty excited about it. And that's all I got for today. Keep practicing. Peace.